Once, there was a mighty sultan who longed to see Hazrat Khidr. Peace be upon him. He made a royal announcement. Whoever shows me Khidr, I will reward them with unimaginable treasures. A poor man, with many children and no wealth, came forward. He had a bold plan. He said to his wife, "I'll tell the Sultan that I can find Khidr within 40 days. We'll receive food, money, and support for life from the palace. But after 40 days, when I fail, I'll likely be executed. At least you and the children will be safe." But his wife replied with wisdom and faith, "My dear, we're used to living with little. Let's not chase wealth by risking your life." Still, the man insisted and made his way to the palace. He convinced the Sultan and took 40 days' worth of food and gold for his family. Then he disappeared, pretending to search for Khidr. On the 40th day, he returned and stood before the Sultan. "Your Majesty," he confessed, "I never set out to find Khidr. I only wanted to provide for my family. I accept any punishment you see fit." The Sultan, furious, turned to his 3 viziers for judgment. The first vizier said, "Let's slit his throat and hang his body on hooks." At that moment, an old, luminous man with a glowing face interrupted and said, "He speaks from his roots." The second vizier declared, "Let's skin him and stuff his body like a straw dummy." Again, the old man said, "He too follows his origin." Finally, the third vizier said, "My king, forgive him. He was wrong, but his sacrifice for his family shows his goodness." And once more, the old man said, "He also speaks from his source." The Sultan turned to the old man. "Who are you, and what do you mean by 'he speaks from his origin'?" The man smiled and replied, "The first vizier's father was a butcher. His words reflect that. The second's father was a quilt maker. He speaks like one. But the third's father was a noble vizier. Mercy runs in his blood. And as for me, if you want to see Khidr, then here he is." He pointed to himself and vanished. Finally, a voice echoed in the Sultan's heart. "If you treat every night as the night of power, Laylat al-Qadar, and every person as if they might be Khidr, you will witness both divine moments and divine people."